What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Dub Q, and I'd like to welcome you guys to the Black Cat Panther podcast, the Station 88 Express, as well as the Tailgate Experience, all at one time. Shout out to everybody who's out there. Look, the real HHENT. I saw your boy. I'm calling him Usain Bolt from now on. Uh, I'm gonna give it to y'all today as I do, man. Y'all already see Troy Franklin in the back had a 4.41. It's time to get into it as we do. Being it as it may, with what we saw today, the takeaways from some of what we saw, I mean, Xavier Worthy lit it on fire. Make no mistake about it. Leggett, who the Carolina Panthers had as well, linked to them, this guy had looked good too. But there's a bevy of other guys out there that I have to say impressed me. And I'm talking about your boy was over here sitting here looking like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Them boys was getting it, man. Uh, Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, Pop? My man said hit that like button or catch a severe case of diarrhea. You got that right. You shit up if you don't hit that like button. Logic, what it do, man? Real HHENT, what's going on with y'all, man? Look, y'all see it right there. Mississippi State's Griffin, he was running too, but I'm telling you, the takeaway from the day, Xavier Worthy. And before I get started on any of the other wide receivers, because I want to really, really, really dig into what I was saying yesterday. I told you guys yesterday when the word came out that the Carolina Panthers was looking at Xavier Leggett. I said then I wanted a guy more shifty like Xavier Worthy. And now watching his 4-1 today further signifies or validates what I was saying about Xavier Worthy and his ability to be a speedy wide receiver threat. Now you come out here and you set an all-time record, even higher than John Ross, and I'm saying to myself, this is who we thought he could be, a bona fide weapon for a young quarterback. I'm just putting it out there. This is going to be an open discussion today, man. Like I said, I want to talk about it. I'm going to post a link a little earlier than I usually do, but it's an open discussion to any platform that you coming in. I want to talk about it. Xavier Worthy and what we saw from him is the guy for the Carolina Panthers. Uh, you need a guy that has that breakaway Tyreek Hill type of speed, has that ability to get out here. I mean, the Jalen Waddle type of speed, the elusiveness, the ability to get to the next level with the blink of an eye. That's a shifty receiver that I could look at right now and tell he's going to do fine on the next level. I'm looking at this guy and I'm saying, what in the hell do the Carolina Panthers need to do to get this guy in? Now, before the combine, I was sitting here saying if we were to take a receiver, I wanted either Troy Franklin or Xavier Worthy over Leggett. I'm sitting here after watching him run, and I'm saying it might be such a nice pick that I might even say, God damn it, I'll take him over a lineman right now. Just because of how fast and how much of a dynamic playmaker. I know we're supposed to build in the trenches, but golly, that speed is incredible. And that's Ladd right there. Ladd is on the screen right now as we speak. I'm telling you, these receivers were going in. Um, Jalen McMillan right there, 449. He's another guy that the Carolina Panthers can get their hands on. I mean, this is one of the ones where, like I said, shout out to Real HH. He said Troy Franklin looked good as well. Just along said, Worthy is a talent, no doubt, but had a lot of drops throughout the season. Just a fact that needs to be discussed. Yes, Xavier Worthy had a lot of drops, but you got to remember on that team, it's not only him, it's Jatavion Sanders. Like I said, Quinn Ewers was the man over there, and he delivered a lot of bullet passes to that young fella. And yes, he focusing on catching is something that he needs to take his time and get a grasp on. But the talent, the ability to kick return, like we saw this cat take kick returns and punt returns last year to the house. I mean, in the open field, he's elusive. I'm just under the impression. Oh, JP, he said he would underthrow Worthy too. Oh man, Bryce can't be that bad. Is Bryce really that bad, y'all? Is Bryce really that bad? I just need to know. I didn't think Bryce was that bad that he can't even hit a speeding target. Boy, that's bad if your young quarterback has no chance, a snowball's chance in hell in hitting a guy that fast. Because you might need to go back in the draft and look at another quarterback if that's the case. I'm just saying, y'all saw guys like Spencer Rattler. He looked good today. Y'all saw different guys like my man from Washington, Michael Penix Jr. He had a day today. It was good to see. If y'all telling me what y'all saying, based off of what the comments I'm seeing in the chat, that means y'all telling me we might need to go back and take a look at the quarterback, which we ain't gonna do that. We're not doing that. My man say Bryce throws are easy to catch, no zip. Oh boy. And my man said, and he ran it on artificial grass and not on an Olympic track surface. Woo! Shout out to 10 Millions for that, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right there. From what I saw from these guys, like you see Jermaine Burton on the back, a lot of those big bulky guys. He had a 4.46. Come on, man. I'm under the impression if you get a Xavier Worthy, and I might start building the case for us at number 33, maybe. Well, I know he ain't gonna be there. He ain't gonna be there. After setting the all-time record, he is not gonna be there. He will not be sitting there when we go and pick. So it sounds good. It seems realistic, but we got to get our eyes on what something to help Bryce. My man Kevin Hufford said, "I'm not a Bryce fan, but I think he's gonna improve this year." Whoo! Yeah, that's a big toll. Supernova, what's happening with you, fam? What's going on? He said Bright actually play better this coming season. He might actually play better. Eh, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. This is to be seen. My man Justin Long say when you go 2-15, everything is multiplied, especially the negatives of a first overall pick. Look, I didn't tell you 1,000 times, Justin Long. You win and you lose by the quarterback position. So I hope you understand how vital that one position is to the entire football landscape. I hope you understand that. Now, I don't increase Bryce Young's how do you call it? His negative plays or any of his negatives. I don't increase it, but damn it, you can't walk by like they don't exist. Because it do. It's a lot to see. My man said, I see why Bryce ain't competing at the combine. He would have looked terrible. Oh my God. Shout out to Real HH, man. What y'all seeing as y'all come on in behind me is the wide receivers. This portion is basically everybody running the 40. I figured that would be very entertaining to see while we talk about certain things. Because what's the number one thing the Carolina Panther fans want to see? They want to see a receiver. They want to see somebody that can come in and have an option for your young quarterback. So I'm just saying. My man Real HH say, watch Mahomes get Worthy. Well, after watching him set an all-time record, they looking at that boy like he the best thing since sliced bread. And he might go. I'm under the impression now this just changed the draft board landscape entirely in the receiver room. When you thought some guys like Keon Coleman and a couple of guys like Troy Franklin, he just pushed them down a little bit. He elevated himself a whole lot. Whole lot. I'm under the impression now, watching this guy come in, he might be one of the best receivers in this draft. He just might be. And my man say, and he even had a 41-inch vert. Yeah, the little fella is athletic. He athletic as hell. So let's talk about it. The discussion comes: what do the Carolina Panthers need to do at the 33 or the 65 to potentially turn this thing around? Uh, Shout out to JP. He said, Q, you seen them throws last year. Wide receivers with average speed. Bryce struggled with. I'm not gonna let y'all do that to old young Bryce. Young Bryce is the future, man. Yeah, I can't let y'all do that to Bryce. All I'm saying is he the future, man. Come on now. Y'all know better. God, he said you gotta think deeper than that. Oh, you gotta think deeper than that, Cole. Cole. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Look, as y'all see it, I have now that's Luke McCaffrey right there. And every time I see Lad McConkey. But from Rice University, Luke McCaffrey is one of the guys I saw today when he had a chance to run. He was very impressive. That might be a late round guy that you guys need to keep an eye on. Luke McCaffrey, which is Christian McCaffrey's little brother. Keep your eyes out on him from Rice University. He was one of the sleepers that I saw. I like this guy right here on the screen too, Jalen McMillan. As you see, Antonio Pierce is sitting there trying to watch to see what receiver they're going to be taking. They got Devontae Adams, but they're going to be looking for something else. Now, when it comes to receivers, man, and this is one of the ones where I was sitting down and I was looking at. We need somebody with a dynamic playmaking ability. There was a lot of good first round talent around here today. You got to see it showcased, but you need somebody with sure hands, and you need somebody who has the ability to, in space, make plays. Now, I done told you, I saw that today. Xavier Worthy is that guy for me. If somehow, some way we could have had a first round pick to get him, because he just elevated himself into the first round. I'm here to let you guys know that happened. He just elevated himself. So from here on out, you got to start looking at, okay, who's left in the receiver room as a guy that could come in and be a change of pace type of guy, a guy that can mesh well with Bryce Young. You see this right here? Roman Duze player comparison is Larry Fitzgerald. Oh my God. Hell, Roman Duze, I'll take a look at him. That's not a bad guy. Now, I didn't see Ricky Pearsall right here. He ran a 4.41. How are y'all feeling about a guy like Pearsall? Y'all put it in the chat because, like I said, this is what this is about. If you a Carolina Panther fan coming in, we talking about the potentials of wide receivers today, trying to get some help for young Bryce. And like I say, Jalen Polk is going up at 6'1". I'm curious to see what his numbers were today. Shout out to everybody in the chat too. Let's go back and look at some of these comments. A lot depends on if we keep Burns or trade him and see what happens in free agency. Yeah, you're right about that. Jalen Polk a little slower than I thought. Ooh, that's tight end speed. Let's see. Okay, MDJ says a lot of good first round talent out there. Maybe they do something if we don't sign him and get somebody. Jeremy McKinney say I would rather for us to draft a quarterback from Tennessee and grab another wide receiver. Who was that? Joe Milton? Milton? Oh, now this is what I wanted to see. Brandon Rice. This is Pop's guy right here. Jerry Rice, son. Oh man, he about fumbled to start. Let's see what it say right here. Let's see how this do.
He had that flinch. That's when I'm a hair trigger. Some of these guys else may be hair triggers. So at least we see things now. You know what I mean?
the GPS numbers that you get from the school project that he's going to run really fast.
Let's see what he do.
Off he goes. 4.51.
He can run better. He can run faster than that.
They say he can run better and faster than that. I was expecting more out of Brandon Rice because that was Caleb Williams' #1 receiver right there. I mean, it was giving me you, like my man said, you can do better than that. Come on, man. Your daddy is a future your daddy is a Hall of Famer, the greatest ever. Oh, Brian Thomas came up. This is for anybody who missed it today. We're just going back by showcasing everything that happened today. So make sure y'all come on in. Wipe your feet off on the mat. This is Brian Thomas Jr.
Top 20 pick rolling right here in Brian Thomas. He's rolling.
4.34. That's rolling.
Woo!
That was easy. Easy 4.
Easy 4.34 right there. Jamari Thrash. Who is this guy? 4.46. Yeah. I don't think so. My man say Bryce Young is the future of my ass. He said I prefer Pearsall from Florida over Ladd myself. Okay. Justin Long says if you draft a wideout, it has to be a guy that tilts the field, someone that takes the top off. We had none of that around here for a while. You're right about that. My man said, man, I don't like the odds of drafting a white wide receiver. Oh, God. Here we go. Why y'all doing Purcell like that, man? Come on. Shout out to Joseph McMillan. He said, hell nah. Then rear HH&T said Milton look bad. Jeremy Kinney said he looked better than Bryce. Here we go. Rice was subpar. Yeah, Jerry Rice wasn't fast himself either. He was a sure-handed guy, and he got out there and grinded. Oh, that's Johnny Wilson. That's you know who, Florida State. You know how? Oh, Roman Wilson. I got to hear this one. Let's talk about
Wilson. See how fast he can blaze here.
He's my sleeper.
There's some people expecting the second number to be a 2. That's what type of speed you're talking about with Roman Wilson.
We shall see. Just had his quarterback up here moments ago. Saw Corum earlier. He's getting the whistle. Roman Wilson.
Gotta go back. Oh, there you go, Harbaugh. There go my coach, y'all.
Knows there's a cutaway coming.
Yeah,
at least
there
8
go my
times
coach
during this combine. There's 6 offensive linemen tomorrow. 6.
A lot of Wolverines. By the way, I just got a text from the general manager of the Super Bowl champs.
Yes.
Brett Veach.
Oh no.
Tell Rich I was second in the state in the 200 in Pennsylvania. LOL. But
I must have got Freddie Mitchell written all over.
Brett.
Wow. Let's see what he do. I like Roman Wilson.
I love it when they're locked into the coverage. I love it.
It's great. It's great. I'm glad he could hear
Let's
me
see what
over
he
all
do.
his Lombardi.
Let's see. Up to 3 now.
Roman Wilson. Off he goes.
We got a bad start.
4.41.
I think he's faster than that.
Start tells you everything.
Yep. Sure. Well, there's a second run to come.
Yeah, that was a bad start.
What's your?
Hopefully he get another run at that. His NFL player comparison is Jaden Reed. Oh, that's not bad. Jaden Reed was very serviceable over there for Green Bay. Xavier Word, here you go.
Whistle. I mean, Jaden Reed and all the Packer receivers that are so young, you know, and that was the conversation in Rodgers' final season there is how.
Let's see. Here come the fastest guy right here.
Chemistry, and there weren't a bunch of guys that knew his hand signals or was up to speed or anything like that.
Also, the link is in the chat for anybody.
A lot of them grew up fast, and Gutekunst added some.
Couple tight ends too.
Yeah, tight ends too, and then
let's go. Xavier Word.
Look at Xavier.
Oh my God.
4.25.
That looked different than everybody we watched.
Oh my God, that cat is spectacular.
Round of applause. Whoa.
And it was easy. Wow.
Yeah, that startled me, Rich. When he ran, I got startled. I was like, whoa.
There goes that.
Wow.
man.
We got Roma Dunze up right here. And when I was talking to guys that were working out with
Make
him,
fast people
from
look
Washington
not
State, even for a
fast.
big guy, he's got
That boy
quiet feet.
fast.
Like you'll stand away from him when he's running routes towards you, and you can just it's so easy and so light when he runs. So I thought it'd be fun as he kind of runs the 40 here if we just kind of.
Wait a minute. Was that CJ Stroud? Okay. Roman Dunze. Like I say, we take our time and we're going to look at all these guys because, look, the 40 is just one small thing that we ask, that we take a look at when it comes to these guys. I'm going to check out the verticals. I'm going to check out everything. This is pretty dope. Shout out to Arnold Norfleet. He said, if Ladd McConkey falls to us at the 33 pick, I want him. I'll take Ladd. He might be one of the last of those number one guys that you could be able to get. Wordy got them slave feet. Yeah, he do. That boy be running bare feet in the woods, man. You could tell he got he used to running from people. I'm trying to tell you. I like what I'm seeing though, but let's see what Roman Dunze do. Here we go.
He got out better, it looked like there. Didn't stumble.
Oh,
this
he's
time.
still
4.45.
Still ain't.
for Roma Dunze.
Better run.
It was a better run, but I think he's gonna still struggle when it comes because he's a big bulky guy, man. Whoo! My man said, bring back Jake Luton. I hear you, Jeffrey. I hear you, Bubba. Bring him back. Look, to anybody who coming in here today, I'm curious to see Ricky Pearsall, man.
Real hot there in Utah, over 100 degrees. So I guess part of his toughness comes from those days on the farm.
Who y'all think Ricky
4.42 for
Pearsall
Ricky Pearsall.
NFL comparison is?
Peter?
You've been talking about him, Daniel, how he's sneaking up into your top 50. Pearsall just did a 10-9 broad jump, one of the best route runners in this entire class. I'm excited for the drills with him. I think he's going to put on a show. A lot of executives excited about Pearsall. It's maybe that second tier wide receivers after the big blue chippers are gone.
Oh, okay, second tier guy. This might be a guy we can get third, fourth round. Y'all might keep your eyes open to Pearsall.
And his catch, we'll show the video later today. His catch against Charlotte is the best.
So quick like before Jalen Pope go again. Pearsall, what do you guys, because 4.4, he has good speed. You heard him say he was one of the best route runners in this entire draft. He's the best route runner. So would you settle for like an Adam Thielen type of guy, a route running technician that could come out here? You can get him potentially third, fourth round. He's a tier 2 receiver. Would y'all like to settle for something like that? Or do y'all need that bona fide number one guy? Talk to me in the chat, man. Tell me how y'all feeling. I need to know, how hot are y'all on? Do we need a bona fide number one, or could we settle and get number 2s, tier 2s?
I know, to take the shoes off.
Jalen Pope, I project about a 4.4, 4.5.
Runs, essentially.
Wow. Pearsall is a younger Adam Thielen.
The offense as a consistent and dependable part of it. I spoke with one of their offensive coaches this.
So shout out to Arnold Norfleet. He said he is a younger Adam Thielen. Well, if that's the case, Adam Thielen was a route running technician for us this year. He got 1,000 yards with Bryce Young not being in the best situation. So would you settle for another Pearsall and pair him, with your boy? I mean, because y'all forgot, we still got Mingo. We still have Brandon Rice. There goes his second run. 4.51. That was his second run. That's way better than what he did the first. Well, no, it's exactly the same, to tell you the truth. My man said the problem with Ladd is slight frame, hurt a lot because his game is physical, believe it or not. My man said Cup is bigger and faster. Persall was good at Florida. Yeah, I like Persall. Persall wasn't bad, you know. He wasn't the best, but you know, he helped King Richard out a lot. King Richard. Y'all know that's my boy AR-15. I had to do it. Jamari Thrash. I keep seeing his name all around, but I'm trying to figure out why. He got tier 2 written all over him. My man said, Justin Long says, Davante Adams. Remember, people thought Green Bay was crazy, drafted him as high as they did back in the day. Yeah. My man Arnold Fleet said, we really need a bona fide wide receiver number 1. 911. So we're going to put that in all caps. My man say, we need him like we need air. We need a wide receiver number 1. Do y'all agree with that in the chat? Do the Carolina Panthers need a bona fide number 1, or can we get by with a bunch of tier 2 receivers? The man say we need multiple wide receivers. Anyhow, one wide receiver won't solve anything. Yeah. Jeffrey Havercole says we need a right tackle or a center in free agency. Well, Jeffrey, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't get a right tackle. That's going to be impossible to do because Taylor Moton's contract won't allow you to look at another. Oh, this is my guy, Devontae Walker. Hold on, I'll get right back to you. Come on, Devontae.
That was a clean start.
It was.
Get out. Whoa.
Like a gazelle, man.
Somehow.
How is that not faster? He got out of the gate.
That's my guy right there. Look, I did a video on him. Make sure y'all check it out on the channel. Devontae Walker, I think, would be a future prospect guy for the Carolina Panthers. But let me get back to what I was saying. My man said we need a right tackle or a center in free agency. Well, you can't get a right tackle because if you cut Taylor Moton, it's $32 million right now, a dead cap, and it's going to eat us alive. Right now, his cap number is right around $24 million. So there's no way you're going to go and get a rookie and place it over him with a cap hit so high for him. And he was a serviceable guy last year. He wasn't the best, but nor was this interior offensive line. The problem with this offensive line last year was we didn't have any guards at the position. We had multiple guards that we tried to fit in on the left side and the right. We had 6 guards interchangeable on this entire team last year. We had 4 guys that went down on the left guard side. On the right guard side, after Austin Corbett, Chandler Savala, Throckmorton, we had a bevy of guys that we tried to fit in on the right side at right guard. Like I said, to me, the center position is always going to look bad when you don't have requisite talent at the guard position because that's your interior push in the inside of your offensive line. So if your guard play is terrible, your center play is going to look bad too. I think if you solidify the left guard and the right guard position, because those are really the only 2 positions that we can solidify. If you can solidify those 2, the interior shelling, that will help Bryce and make him, give him a lot more time, will improve the entire offensive line. Just saying. Yo. You there, MDJ? Oh, he dropped out. Then he said, Thrash is a shifty receiver, but he isn't that fast. Well, I'm more of the guys because a lot of these guys that haven't been as fast or something like that, it is so hard to really get some of these guys. I'll explain it like this. If you're not fast, you got to be a sure-handed receiver that can run routes. because they're going to holler separation, separation, separation if you're not that fast. So you got to have the ability to be a smooth route runner. That way you can get guys off of you and be able to get open. Adam Thielen is not the fastest, but he is a smooth route running technician that allows him to get wide open. He has the ability to be shifty enough to get plays going across the middle because he is sure-handed and he's a great route runner. And as long as you can run routes in the NFL, I don't care how old you are. Look at Wes Welker. Look at some of those other guys that made a living going cross running routes. What's the Jordy Nelson, Wes Welker? Those guys made a living for years to go going across the middle of the field. So as long as you can run, you're good to go, brother. Where we at? Shout out to C. What it do, my fam? He said, definitely need a guy, especially with our quarterback situation. Never mind. Oh, I'm not going there today. Walker was very impressive today. Shout out to Arnold Norfleet. Yes. And that's Xavier Worthy on the screen again, his second run. Anthony Brown, what it do, fam? Shouts out to everybody coming on in. My man says, he got a question right here. He said, at Dan Morgan press conference. Hold on. Let me get to the running backs. Which that's another position we need to look at too. Running backs. Let's talk about it. A lot of these running backs are, look, you need to get to it as you do. And they talking about, like right now, I'm watching the Combine live right now. They're talking about Jonathan Brooks and his ability to be able to transition to the NFL. We're going to talk about that too, because as well as wide receiver, we need running backs that could come out here and really give us something that could add another dynamic to this offense. MDJ, what's happening?
Hey, what's good with you, man? Shoot, I got a call as soon as I joined the last time, bro. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
Shoot, man, ain't nothing, man. I figured I'd get up here and rap with you, man. You look lonely up here, man.
Well, you know how I do, man. I always got the lonely face on, man. You already know it.
I'm just messing with you, bro. But I like the wide receivers, man. I just think it's kind of top heavy, but there's some decent guys. Heavy. Yeah, there's some decent guys gonna go in that first round.
So, anybody stand out to you other than Xavier Worthy that you thinking like, okay, let me take a look at?
I think Worthy definitely shot up the boards, but Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. they spot pretty much solidified. But Worthy, he shot up there, and then Brian Thomas Jr. with that size, he ran a good time too.
Boy, Brian Thomas Jr. remind me so much of Megatron. Every time I look at that cat, man, he's like a little baby Megatron, man. I just look at him and I say, this cat has the physical ability to come in here and dominate. That's my boy Blake Corum. He ran a 4.53. Damn. He's not the fastest. Yeah, I figure I would do wide receivers, running backs, and tight ends tonight. And then tomorrow, we'll try to catch the guards and tackles tomorrow. Shout out to Justin Long. He said that 40 time don't mean much to me. How often in football do you run in a straight line? It's lateral game more often than not. Oh, Justin out here schooling these boys.
I mean, he ain't wrong, but some cats can show they got a little more athleticism than the tape show too. But he not wrong at all.
Nah, he ain't. I give him that. See, when you got what I'm looking at, and this is the crazy thing. Yeah, they don't run in a straight line, but I'm looking at the initial burst. I'm looking at how long does it take him to get from the 20 to the 30, because to me, that's more important than his actual time. Now, his time added on is a given. If he running fast, yeah, that's a given. But
oh yeah,
think about it. We need people that can get to the next level, second level fast. when it comes to receivers, when it comes to running backs, we don't have explosive playmakers, MDJ, at all.
Oh yeah, we don't, man. Until we get that, man, Bryce gonna always have a built-in excuse, bro. Because this year, all
Hmm
you heard this year is separation, and and other things about the wide receivers and the line, man. The faster you get some bona fide playmakers that we know playmakers, the faster you can really evaluate him, and he either it or he ain't. But as long as you keep mediocre guys in here, he gonna be around.
Well, and I like Blake Curran. Shout out to Justin Long. My man said Blake Curran 5'5", 4.5 in the 40. No thanks. Been telling you this, Q. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what that cat run on this straight line. When you see him with that helmet on, and when he running, the cat, you can't make up 1,600 yards he had last year, and you can't make up the yardage he had this year with the touchdowns that he scored. The cat is a touchdown machine.
That boy ain't no damn 5'5" neither, man. Stop that shit.
I don't know why he made him smaller than he was. Blake Curran is like 5'10". He like 5'10", man. I don't know why he do them like that.
But honestly though, man, those shorter running backs, man, they kind of harder to tackle low key. So, and Blake,
Yeah.
he get them tough yards too now. Shit, Blake Corum, all right, man. He came
Oh
back
no,
to
he's
Michigan after that injury too. Hey, he all right. He got some durability on him now. He's straight.
so I'm gonna share this because I know in a minute he gonna tell me he is small. Here he is right here. They got him listed at 5'8", 213 pounds. But look at the numbers he had this season: 27 touchdowns,
He run like
258
a
carries.
little tank, man. He's straight.
That's ridiculous. 27 fucking touchdowns, dog. Come on, that got to be an error. That got to be a typo. Somebody put that in wrong this year.
Put what in wrong?
His touchdown numbers, bro. You win Michigan, where you won a national title. You mean to tell me that 27 touchdowns? This guy should be one of the best. King JP, what's going on?
Yeah, 27 touchdowns ain't bad though, Q. I mean, and then they got that. What's the other running back name there? That other running back good too. Edwards, Mitchell or Edwards.
Donovan Edwards or something like that.
Yeah, Donovan Edwards.
This the Michigan man right here.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm on.
27 touchdowns ain't bad.
Talk to us. Tell me about your boy.
The thing about Corum is, and other people understand, he's fast, but he's not deceptively fast. Like you would expect for someone his size to be faster than he is. But what he is cock diesel fucking strong, and his change of direction is great. Of those 27 touchdowns he got last year, 16 of them were over 20 yards plus. Just him breaking loose. The rest of them inside, red zone, going up the middle. But that's the thing that's misunderstood about him. Like look at his arms, look at his thighs. He's built thickly. Pause.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
Yeah, he's a strong dude. I expect him to do well in the bench press when they throw up 225. I expect him to do that well. But I didn't expect him to run like no 4.2, no 4.3 at the combine. Personally, but
man, his little ass can get some tough yards. Now he will fumble that motherfucker here now, but other than that, he's straight.
He's the third best running back in this entire draft. Now, number one, they got Jonathan Brooks listed as the best running back. They got him projected to go middle second, maybe third round. Him, Trey Benson, Marquise Irvin from Oregon, and I mean Braylon Allen is slated to go all the way in the fourth round. How y'all feeling about the running backs in general?
I mean, round wise, running backs ain't what they used to be in the draft and shit, man. Nobody really take them too early.
Yeah, I don't feel like you gotta overspend for, running back. Like one of the best running backs in the nation last year was Bruce Irvin from Oregon. And ain't nobody really talking about him. and ain't nobody really talking about him. I feel like you could probably get him in almost like the 5th round. The way
Yeah.
the way the buzz is going, so I don't think you have to overreach for a running back.
But we need a specific type of back. We need a power back. We got, what is it? Scat backs with Chuba, and we got scat backs with old boy, whatever the hell his name, Dumpster Juice. I can't remember his name.
Hey,
Miles
man,
Sanders.
as long as you got Bryce, man, you need a playmaker at running back because that's what he good at
Yeah.
checking that shit. Man, he just gonna check down to the running back, man. You watch him in Alabama, that's all he did, man. Chuck that bitch to Gibbs. Gibbs go get about 10 yards after the catch.
Why
That
the
was
fuck he
pretty
couldn't
much his game.
do it this year, MVP?
Who Bryce? I mean, I don't want to use the excuse that we don't have that type of system or that type of running back on our team right now. But I never expect nothing from Bryce because I never thought he could do half the shit a lot of these fans think he could do. Like if I don't think he can go out there and throw 300 yards, I'm not looking at the game expecting him to do that shit. So I just look at him different than a lot of fans do.
Oh, okay,
Bryce
I
is
feel
just
that.
at best he's just a game manager to me. And that's just me. I think
feel
him and
that.
Brock Purdy is about his ceiling.
Oh, here you go. There
That's
you go with
his
that Brock Purdy shit. I don't know why you always
Well,
do
it
this,
is, though.
MBJ.
That's Bryce ceiling is Brock Purdy, man. Really.
Don't
Say it.
ever put Bryce Young and Brock Purdy in the same sentence.
Ain't the
One
same
has
nigga,
been to
bro.
a Super Bowl. The other cat can't get out the damn driveway. It's too
Hey,
different.
Look, man, I don't give a damn who like it, who don't, man. You put Bryce on the 49ers with Shanahan in that system.
Oh
Them
my
boys gonna go to
God.
the Super Bowl too, bro.
No,
they the same nigga.
because first of all, mental capacity. Everybody keeps talking about how bright Bryce Young is, but he is no way as far as bright as this young fella.
But Shanahan would have handled Bryce way different than a damn Frank Wright and David Tepper. You know that.
Oh,
You know
Lord have mercy.
You know that.
Let's be real. One guy is an ultimate game manager. Be mindful, Brock Purdy missed some throws when he needed to make some throws, so he didn't separate himself out of the game manager combo. But to say that Bryce Young, after that lackluster year we saw from him, it could be on the same level as Brock Purdy one day? No, sir. Brock Purdy is already years above him as a 7th round pick.
I mean, he is a year in front of him anyway, but I'm telling you, man, they pretty much the same. They the same. You know why it look different to you? Because one got a top 10 weapon at every offensive position. That's why it looks so different to you. Like you say, coaching matters. Well, they got an offensive-minded coach that's QB friendly. We don't. I'm just saying. I mean, it's turned into I hate Brock Purdy, but shit, I just think they both the same players.
So why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Because the same goddamn coach that got fired last year that y'all tell me was the Avengers has supposedly went and got Hayden Hurst, which is the top tight end off the market. When it got Miles Sanders, the top running back off the market. When it got Adam Thielen, who was the second best? Because Odell Beckham was the top. So he was the second best receiver off the market. You went and got all this shit last year and ended up looking like dumpster juice with the quarterback you talk about.
Listen, I don't say that outlandish shit. So
it's funny you say that because everybody you named balled without Bryce.
What do you speak of? What do you speak of, JP? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Thielen, Hurst, and all these guys that we signed in last year, just for all of them balled in this league without Bryce.
Yeah,
so
I
what
can't
you trying
argue.
To say?
I can't argue Thielen, but
they couldn't get to Carolina and don't know how to play ball anymore.
I need
you to dumb it down.
We overvalue those players. Those players ain't as good as a lot of people thought when we got them either.
So let me ask you a question. We just saw Hayden Hurst with Joe Burrow and the 3-headed attack that they got to receive over there, which he was like the 4th, 5th option, and he got 500 yards. That's why he got him,
though, Q. That's why he got 500 yards. They got Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Boyd, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow. Nobody checking Hayden Hurst.
What I'm saying is if he's the 5th option, If he's the fifth option there, and you come to be the number one option or number two option here, you mean to tell me this guy's numbers shouldn't go up? They got worse.
That's what's going to happen because the defense can focus on him more, bro. His numbers not going to go up. That's probably that 500 yards was his numbers. That was the best he was going to be.
When you're the primary guy, Greg Olsen in his first year here with Jeremy Shockey split it 500 yards. Them boys have 500 yards apiece. And when he got a chance to go into being the primary guy, he shot up to 800 the next year, 1,000 the next year. You get what I'm saying? He went into the role we expected him to go into as a number one guy. He ended up becoming Cam Newton's number one receiver. You get what I'm saying?
But Greg Olsen was good coming out like that. You expected something like that from Greg Olsen. Why would you expect that from Hayden Hurst?
Hayden Hurst wasn't a bum. The last couple of quarterbacks he had, he was decent.
A journeyman.
What you say, JP?
He a journeyman. He don't go from team to team.
Hayden Hurst was drafted in the first round. Greg Olsen didn't go to the second.
But what I'm saying is he's going from team to team, bro. He's just a journeyman, bro. Why would you expect that nigga to come in here and go from 500 yards to what you say, Q? You expect his numbers to go up? Why? He got a worse quarterback and worse players with him. Why would his numbers go up?
But at the time, everybody was looking at Bryce like he was God walking on water. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
At the time, they said his coaching staff was the best thing ever assembled until we got into the season and we realized that this was too many hands in the pot. You get what I'm saying?
Hayden Hurst's performance to me is not on him to begin with, because I employ anybody to go back to week one. Just go to week one. You ain't even got to go past week one. Go back to week one and review all the passing attempts, whether completed or incompleted, from Bryce to Hurst week one. If you go back, you'll see it's an interception thrown, or either you're gonna see passes that's put behind Hurst, passes put out too far in front of Hurst. Hell, Bryce Young himself threw fucking Hurst into IR this year with a bad fucking thrown pass.
Yes, sir.
That's true. You got the boy killed in that Bass game.
And he's speaking straight facts.
Like I said, all of Hurst's deficiencies or whatever are not on him, because with other quarterbacks he balls for some reason. But
my
yet,
thing is,
quarterback he can't ball.
When you go to a worse team, I don't expect your numbers to go up. Like I don't know.
But you're going from being the fifth option to the primary option. So therefore you're gonna get more targets and attempts. You get what I'm saying, MDJ? There's more opportunities to catch the ball. Your numbers should go up. But because of the lackluster play from your quarterback, your numbers went down. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You put Hayden Hurst with CJ Stroud and he'll look just like Dalton did. Dalton went over there and had 800 yards this year. Now, how in the hell can CJ Stroud, a rookie, get his tight end close to 800 yards, 800 plus yards? Then you get a 1,000-yard receiver here. Nico Collins over there got close to 1,000. Well, wait a minute now. They told me this guy was the dummy. That's all I'm saying. I ain't the smartest person around, but this guy over here is making the most of what's around him. But this guy right here, all of a sudden it's Space Jam and everybody is forgetting. I'm like, everybody forget how to walk, talk, and breathe over here with this cat. Oh well.
I agree, Q. Everything ain't on everybody else around Bryce. Because plenty of times this season, this year, it was Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he definitely don't help the shit at all. Not at all.
Well, that's the way they act.
The shitty part and the sad part about it, man, until they get like some bona fide cats in here, it's always just an easy out for him, bro. We ain't got no playmakers. Like, that's why, I don't think it's the best move to make or the smartest move, but if you get somebody like Mike Evans, bro, Mike Evans, you already know that he can get separation. Nobody gonna sit there and say, man, Mike Evans done fell off a cliff. No, they're gonna be like, yeah, this quarterback kind of mediocre, but I know it ain't the answer to get a guy like that. But until you get somebody that's bona fide, man, he always gonna have that excuse.
I'll be damned. That boy cut the stream.
That's why I wanted Xavier Worthy. Put him in Carolina so Bryson Poo can underthrow his ass consistently and say, let everybody know that it's Bryson.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. That's
Boy,
petty.
you here. But he gonna have his chance to see it. I'll tell you that.
But I
He
believe that's
definitely
what
gonna
they're
have
gonna
his
do.
chance.
I believe that's what they're gonna do though, Q. They screaming at the BPA, you know what I'm saying, all that, what Dan Morgan saying at his presser. But I think at the end of the day, they're gonna be suckered into getting Rice every type of weapon that he gonna want. And if he back there and receivers is running free next year and he getting blasted every other play, they're gonna be like, oh, it's still the offensive line.
Yeah. I'll be damned. This is one of the ones I just don't get it, Bubba.
That's why I say they're gonna take a couple of years for them to actually see.
Yeah, they're gonna
It
do
ain't
some
gonna
shit that's gonna set us back, man. Like I be saying, like if we could get a first for Burns, but shit, be real, man. Your defense, all right, man. Just leave it like it is, bro. Just keep Burns and try to add to that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they're gonna take some of that shit away and try to get on the offensive side, man. It's just a mistake.
at this point, MDJ, even I don't think you're gonna get no first for Burns. I really don't. Let somebody just at the last minute just get desperate all of a sudden, like during the draft. I don't believe you're gonna get no first for Burns. Because the verdict is out now. Carolina don't want to pay him. Carolina don't want to send him nowhere. Simple as that. So every team that you come across and be like, okay, well, y'all just desperate to offload a player. Nah, how about you? I throw you this second, this third, and you get the fuck out of my face.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So shout out to everybody. The stream went down on Black Cat, but it kept going on the Tailgate Experience as well as NCAA. So shout out to everybody over here, man. Y'all, this is too much, man.
Wait a
No,
minute,
it
Q.
went down.
Q, you streaming on all 3 channels?
Oh yeah. You know how I do.
Damn. Talk about extra,
Oh.
nigga. I'm gonna make sure y'all motherfuckers see this live.
Go click on all 3 of them channels and like the video on all 3 of them damn channels. Go to all of them.
Exactly. It helps the algorithm at
Go to
least.
all of them.
Yeah. So once y'all come on in here, wipe your feet off on the mat. Y'all already see what time it is. No need to wonder. It's here. We talking running backs. We talking everything else on this side of the Mississippi. Them boys a little funny when it comes to showing anything on Black Cat. Boy, they'll get rid of that shit with the quickness.
Oh, you know, Black Cat, y'all the bad guys now.
Why you say that?
Because y'all opinion is different from everybody else. They don't like y'all.
No, you right about that. Them boys don't like us at all. When they see us coming, they run the other way they run the other way and just be hiding. Oh, there go them Black Cat fellas.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. So I try to stay out of everybody's way, man. You know how I do, JP.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, well, we taking it down to Station 88 and Tailgate because them boys are watching Black Cat with the quickness. They keep taking it down. So I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in the tight end room y'all boys like?
I like Sanders from Texas. He caught the ball well yesterday. The few times I've been able to see him during games,
you can see the acceleration that he has. Like he ain't a short aerial quickness type of tight end, but
Hmm.
you give him 5 yards, he getting away from you. So he's one that I would pick, and he probably will be there and available probably like in the 4th round, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like he's still considered raw because to me they didn't use him enough in the passing game because it was always Mitchell and Worthy at Texas. But I think he's worth a decent look.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, I got my eyes out on. I don't know why I got a good feeling about Cade Stover, and Jaheim Bell this year. But don't sleep on Ben Sinnott either. Ben Sinnott set records out there. I believe with his vertical, his vert was crazy today.
You talking about Ben Sinnott from Kansas State?
Yes, sir. He was out there balling.
Yeah, I seen him. I seen him a few times this past year. He can ball.
Hmm.
Um, they, they say the buzz going up for that dude from Colorado State too. That tight end, Hooker or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say
You.
he's gonna be a pretty good tight end. So you
Oh
got
man. See
choices.
you. So we got a couple of choices to look at. Out of the ones, if you had to take a pick on oh boy, who would you take? Who would you take out of all of them?
So far as upside,
Yeah.
probably say I probably say that. Behind him, probably Bell from Florida State. Because
Jaheim Bell.
Bell, he's so athletic that you could put him in a David Bowers type of role. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like working on offense for him. I feel like he has that ability just based off his athleticism. Now, he got questionable hands. If I remember correctly, I think he dropped about 6 passes. But you can always prove hands and shit, with work ethic. Get your ass over there in the judge machine, nigga.
So what do you think
So
about your
that's
boy, um, Barner from Michigan?
AJ. I like his
Yeah.
size, you know what I'm saying? 6'6", you know what I'm saying, about 250. Um, he doesn't accelerate away from coverage as well. Um, I actually seen more out of Loveland Colson this year at Michigan than did out of Barner. Barner was good though when his number was called. It's just, you know what I'm saying, you notice the lack of separation from him though. And I think that's just because he's a bigger tight end. He's bigger than average. So,
Hmm.
so
The
he's a good ass
the
blocker. We ran a lot of tight end sets at me, but
the other
shit,
the
yeah, we got
other
enough
tight end
blockers.
still at Michigan, JP.
Yeah, Loveland Closton, he'll be a junior next year.
Oh,
Now I'll be
okay.
looking to see how looking to see how he developed this year because he should be a go-to target this year.
Let me ask y'all a question. Give me your thoughts on Trey Knox from South Carolina. If y'all familiar with him, Trey Knox was a guy that was supposed to go in the draft last year. He ends up going back declaring for the draft this year, and I thought that he was going to be one of those top guys last year, but instead he went back. What y'all think about that? If y'all familiar with him?
I ain't too
I ain't
familiar with
familiar
him.
with
Q. I didn't see if he did anything yesterday when they tight ends went.
Yeah, they got him slated to go like 6th round, 7th round. But this is the thing. I think he hurt his stock because last year he was set to go in the 3rd, 4th round. They had him right behind Isaiah Likely and all that stuff last year. Anybody remember him from
him.
Coastal? He was one of the big tight ends that came out, and
Yeah, I
I think
remember.
he hurt himself.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think I know from what I know about South Carolina, I think they thought they would have a better season than they did. All in all, but
This is him right here.
yeah. I
He's
mean,
six foot
outside of
five.
Rattler and Leggett, they ain't really have much in South Carolina this past year, did they?
Out of Leggett and Trey Knox, their quarterback was pretty decent, but beyond that, they don't have a running back. They don't have any type of running back that's worth nothing. So
Yeah, because I know that
it's,
boy that was there the year before, Marshawn Lloyd, he transferred to USC.
mm-hmm. It is.
You got a question in the chat, Q. He's like, is Cade Stover 6'1"? I don't think he's 6'1".
Cade Stover. Let
I think
me
he's like
get his.
6'3", ain't he?
I thought it was 6'3". Oh, big boy.
Yeah, I think Stover bigger than that.
Let me make sure. I want to be politically correct.
Wait a minute, am I reading that right? Not 6'5".
Yeah, 6'5". Oh shit, Cade Stover 6'4".
Yeah, I ain't think Stover was a small
Nah, he
boy.
not small at all, but
Whoo! This a big white. This a big boy. This a big boy right here. You want this cat because at 6'4", 250, he can go up against linebackers.
Yeah, I mean Stover was good at Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? I got to see some of them because
Mm-hmm.
my bad, y'all. Got music playing out here in the neighborhood, but
No, that's all
yeah,
good.
Stover was good at Ohio State. I don't know if he's that go-to type of tight end because at Ohio State, man, you're surrounded by fucking damn receivers galore. So,
yeah,
but
they
I
got
know
everybody running routes.
And them boys got the track team.
Oh yeah, Ohio State keeps some receivers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll
Yeah,
be
so
open to him though.
Hell, I'm
I'm
open to anybody
that
that give me more. Hell yeah.
exactly. I'm open to anybody to give me tight end daggum production. Get fucking Ian
Yeah.
Thomas the fuck off my team.
Man, I don't know why they still got that cat, man. I really wish they just shut this shit down, man. They just keeping them cats around just for the hell of it. Him and Trimble, man. Damn.
Y'all don't got faith for Tommy Tremble?
At least Trimble showed some type of promise last year. I still don't think he's gonna be MVP.
He make about 3 good plays every season. And it seemed like it'd just be enough to keep the boy around, man. Just move on, man. Just the Panthers keep these guys around too damn long, man. That's the problem.
DJ wrong. 3 plays.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
No, he do, man. That boy make about 3 plays. Be like, okay, Trimble, you know, he show athleticism and everything. It's just, man, they just ain't it, man. It's clear. You know what I'm saying? Look, they've been in competition with each other for what, 2-3 years now, and don't neither one of them separate from the other. Yeah, they even bought in Hurst this year just because the boys, you know what I'm saying? And we still got stuck with him when he went down.
Can't say they didn't have opportunities because damn Hurst was hurt most of the year.
They keep getting them. Yeah. I mean,
I can't figure it out. Every time I look, why is it everybody in the league around here can get a good tight end but the Carolina Panthers? Like, what am I missing?
and you know, with Frank Wright, man, I thought, you know, Frank Wright a feature tight end. You know what I'm saying? His system, but shit. Them boys ain't got it, man.
Shit, I got a better chance of.
You can feature a tight end in your system, but it's up to your quarterback to get the daggone ball to the tight end too.
Oh, here we go. There we go with the quarterback. Here we go.
I'm just saying. No dots, but just saying.
Lord have mercy. I almost feel like we be beating up on a defenseless person when we talk about Bryce now. I almost feel that way, JP. I think that's what it is. I'm starting to get little man. Like I feel bad. Like I'm just beating up on a cripple or something.
What make it the worst, Q, is the shit that we gave up to get him, bro. Like if he'd have just went number 1 and turned out he won't shit, All right, man.
You know
We
what?
swung and missed. But no, we
Is
swung. We put everything we had in on the table on his ass, man. And he ain't did shit. I ain't even expect him to be a damn. I ain't want him to have no C.J. Stroud rookie season. I just wanted to see something to give you some hope, man. A rookie's supposed to come in and struggle anyway, but he just ain't give you shit.
Yeah, that's what it is, MBJ. It's the cost that we gave up to get Bryce. Now, if we had got Bryce maybe in the 4th, 5th round, I even said 3rd. I don't think I would complain as much. But you were not tutored as a 3rd, 4th, or 5th round guy. They said you was that nigga.
Generational, bro. Look, man, listen. I'm just saying, if we naturally had the number
all
one
these
pick
Bryce
to pick that
sexual
dude, and he just won't shit, it'd be different, man. But
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this right here.
yeah, it's different, man. If we didn't give up on him, man.
You went out a little bit, right there.
Yeah, have an opportunity this year. I claim like my the quarterback stay around here.
Y'all remember this right here?
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
Now listen to this.
And there it is. He was one of the highest ranked high school prospects in a very long time. He became one of the most decorated college quarterbacks ever. The only Alabama quarterback ever to throw for 3,000 yards more than once. Finished second on their all-time passing list behind only A.J. McCarron. Finished with 80 touchdowns and just 12 interceptions. The monster year was 2021. He won the Maxwell, the Davey O'Brien, the Manning Award. Became the first Bama quarterback ever to win the Heisman. Size, as we've discussed, is the only question mark here, Mel. Talent, character, leadership, all off the chart.
No question about it, Greeny. You think about it, that really defined Bryce Young. When things weren't perfect around him, he really shined. And like I said, he had this team set up, I thought, to maybe be a playoff team and maybe go beyond that. Just an unfortunate, mistakenly.
Can't take it no more, huh?
Thank you. Hold on, man. The wild shit is they said the only thing that's of concern is his size. Now, after the season done went by, that's about the only damn thing I ain't concerned with. It's every goddamn old thing else. That's the crazy shit, man.
That was the biggest. You see how they downplayed his size? Oh, the only thing is his size. Anyway, he's the greatest quarterback we have ever seen to throw 3,000 yards. What? The problem was he couldn't see over the line. He throwing off his tippy toes. He doing all this other. Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Like the fact that he struggles to see from the pocket is the direct result of his size.
Oh my God! But and that's why Canales has been talking the way he's been talking, steady saying, "Well, we're gonna make sure that because Bryce is a little vertically challenged, so we're gonna make sure that we alleviate that problem for him." I'm like, what?
And you know what, man? That's the shit right there, right? If the size didn't matter, it wouldn't be a fucking statistic. Like with the like with wide receivers and shit, right? Whenever we see a short wide receiver, we don't expect that motherfucker to go win jump balls and shit. You got a few that do. Steve Smith go fight and get that motherfucker. It's ones that do, but you don't expect that shit, man. This motherfucker, the shortest quarterback drafted #1 ever, man, and motherfuckers expect this motherfucker. Like y'all said, he can't even see over the damn line. That's if we saying it. I know he know that shit. But motherfuckers expect this kid to go out here and be a damn gunslinger. That's why you don't take no short ass quarterback and no fucking #1, and you damn sure don't move up to get him, man. This shit is crazy, man.
My theory with quarterbacks has always been, I can teach a quarterback to throw with anticipation. I could even teach throw mechanics, release angles. I can teach all of that. I can't teach size. I can't teach. You either got it or you don't.
Man, that motherfucker. Like I said when he was coming out, the motherfucker smart and all that shit. Shit sound like a hell of an offensive coordinator, man. Not no fucking quarterback.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta agree.
Y'all shouldn't do young Bryce like that. Now, fellas.
Why you had to play that shit, Q?
What you mean?
Why you played that shit, man? That shit done fucked me up, man. That motherfucker, man, go across that stage smiling and shit, man. He forever gonna have that moment. And I'm gonna forever remember he done fucked my damn team over. That motherfucker
I
done fucked me over,
enjoy
man. I was looking
every
forward to that
second.
draft.
You was
Wow,
petty as
looking
hell.
why you played that shit, man?
It's another one I'm looking for right now as we speak, where they talk about how smart, how how he is the smartest quarterback to ever come out in the last 10 years. Oh man. You come on, MD Bryce.
But this is my shit though, right? Like we was talking about the Brock Purdy shit. The same shit. Now Brock Purdy scored high as hell on that shit too, right? But yet they still drafted that motherfucker as Mr. Irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
We turn around, but all of a sudden when Bryce in the draft, the shit matters so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
I tell you
come
like
on,
this.
man.
I tell you like this. The summer bitch. I maybe you need to hear this right here, because that this is what you need to hear right here.
Key points.
Listen to this right here.
For sure, I appreciate it.
Hey Bryce,
How we doing?
how you doing? You remember in Arizona's Super Bowl when I told you we were going to pick a quarterback?
You remember that?
that conversation? I wasn't
sure.
kidding. I wasn't kidding. So you want to trade us from Sweet Home Alabama for some Sweet Carolina?
I can't wait.
All right. Well, we're so excited to get you. We're so excited to get you. Know how are your parents doing out there?
They're doing good. They're trying to hold it together over here.
All right. Well, tell them to hold it together. So tell them, we wish you the best from me and Nicole. Okay.
There you go.
I will for sure.
All right. I'm going to hand you to our coach Frank. Okay, Frank. Right.
Fuck you giving me the phone for, nigga?
Listen to what Frank say.
Man, congratulations
Listen to what Frank say.
to you and your family. Hey, you got a room full of a coaching staff here and scouting staff that we cannot be more excited to have you here in this building. And
I can hear the excitement in
you're
his
not only a
voice.
class act, but can't wait for this team that you're coming to. You're going to love this team, right? You're coming into a building that has a great roster, high character. This is going to be a great fit. Great city for you. Great locker room for you. And can't wait for you to be part of this team.
I can't wait either, Coach. Thank you so much. It means the world.
That's why his old ass got fired,
Obviously,
man.
we'll follow up.
Yes. There it is.
Hand you over to our general manager, Scott Fitter, and then we'll be in touch pretty quick here with a bunch of information.
Okay, sounds good. I really appreciate it, Coach.
Look at it.
Bryce.
How we doing?
Hey, man, congratulations. We are excited. This is a long process, but you're our guy, man. And just come here. All you have to do is be you. And that's all we need. So congratulations, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you. It means the world to me. I really appreciate you.
All right, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right. For sure. See you tomorrow.
Watch this. Watch this. Start rejoicing.
Yeah.
Now, what y'all got to say about that right there?
That shit on Capcom, I wanted to jump through the damn video and choke out everybody in the mother.
My God.
That bullshit there. I'm celebrating this midget ass fucking quarterback. Y'all had that pick right.
There it is. There it is right there.
David Tepper stood in the mirror and practiced that bullshit he was gonna say to Bryce, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, rehearse the shit out of that motherfucker.
Rehearse the shit. Want to trade in some Sweet Home Alabama for some Sweet Carolina? Man, shut up, man. Bullshit, man. Shit, boy. You had CJ Stroud, right? Fuck it. Damn, bro. That shit crazy.
Oh,
Pro day skinning and grinning, doing every damn thing except kissing the damn boy on the lips, and you still take Bryce Young, man. That man. Frank Wright looked like he wanted to kiss CJ dead in the fucking mouth, man. And then they take that motherfucker, bro. Shit crazy. Shit crazy, man. When you get here, we gonna go play ball and shit. Motherfucker already playing that shit out, man. And they take that nigga, man. They take that little motherfucker, man. That motherfucker arm so damn weak, man. Noodle arm, man.
Oh man, y'all shouldn't do that now because that's your quarterback. Try to tell y'all.
Hey, my quarterback. I ain't got no fucking choice in the matter. Shit.
Oh, check this out. Check this out. I got another one that's gonna make you mad. Here. Check this out. Oh, you gonna love this.
Days as well. The pick is in, and it is
there we go.
Bryce Young. Hey. Congratulations to Bryce Young, and congratulations. You know, it's funny. This has been a debate over the course of the last several months because it takes several months leading up. But other than the size, does anyone have a single concern about Bryce Young being elite? Let me use that. I'm going to use the word elite.
No. Talk about the intangibles that he brings to the game. He's able to operate from the pocket. He can get out on the edge. I love the fact that when he improvises, right? He's improvising to still look and keep his eyes downfield to throw the football, not to run. That's his last resort. Mm-hmm. But you look at, understanding what coverages are coming. I've seen the game against Texas when they brought that
highlight they just showed. Run that shit back one more time, if you would.
Okay.
Just that play they showed, right? Look how far back that motherfucker drops back. That's the same shit I be telling Goat that he do. He take the normal drop and then he walk backwards 3 steps. He do that shit now in Carolina, bro. That's why they complain about the footwork.
Talking about that one right there?
Yeah, bro. He take an extra 3 steps on every fucking drop back, damn near. Look at Johnny Manziel bullshit.
But come on, man. This is your quarterback. All I'm trying to tell you, MDJ, is this is what they said was going to be the brightest, smartest. This guy is the quickest processor we ever seen. I think I even got another video where they even saying stuff like that. Is it a lie, MDJ? Were they lying?
Was it a lie?
Yeah.
I think Bryce is smart, man. I think, man, he just ain't got the physical ability, man. I keep saying that shit with these quarterbacks, bro. Sometimes you just got to pay attention to what the fuck you see, man. On the field, man. Them tests and all that shit don't matter, man. That off the field shit, man, you don't want somebody that's out here gonna go crash cars and do dumb shit. But that off the field shit don't matter. Remember when they made a big deal about CJ going to that party and shit? But Bryce didn't go and shit, even though Bryce was invited to that same party, he didn't go. They made a big deal about that shit, man. All the shit that don't matter, man. Some of these analysts actually look into, and they shouldn't, bro. It's just about what the fuck is on field, what the fuck is on tape, man. Where the ball placement is.
Check this out right here.
What you made?
What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk about the NFL today. Now, guys.
Hold on. That's the wrong one. The elevator music threw me off.
I thought you made a new beat or
clean
something.
performance by you. Self-assess. How did it go?
I was happy. I was happy to be out there throwing my guys again. This is a special process. Just me being able to have this opportunity is something I definitely don't take for granted. So I'm grateful for everyone who came and everyone who watched, and I'm happy to have performed.
I watched this guy's face when it was over. One of the general managers, I'm not going to say who, looked at him and he went. So tell me what that look says. Tell him what that look says.
Well, that look tells me is so there are about 3 routes that I like to judge a quarterback on. There's 2 things I know very well: orange juice and quarterbacks, right? And I stand by that. You threw the corner route, and the way you threw the corner route is it was about a step and a half before the receiver gave the indicator step that you threw the corner route. Now wide receivers were able to catch it, so that's a plus. Also, too, there were some other routes going across the middle. Your height is, some of the measurables, but yet when you look at the stats, you were the most accurate and highest completion rate over the middle. So you understand the throwing lanes. And then that was just why you were throwing it. But then more than anything, just your quiet feet, quick feet, the way you hold the ball, your quick release, everything that I've seen out of there. For me, I've seen bigger, more athletic quarterbacks not be able to anticipate the throw. That's not a knock on anybody. So before people start tweeting, you know who I'm talking about. I'm just talking overall in this evaluation process of a guy who's smaller in the measurables, but has the heart and the desire to play. And I just sat there and watched you. And I'm 44, I'll be 44 years old. I could have got out there and ran those routes just the way you were guiding the ball.
Oh my
It was
God.
remarkable. I mean, I'm just like, I can lace
Y'all
him
hear
up.
this
I
shit?
can't do nothing, but it's just sure.
Do y'all hear this shit right here?
Smitty Tone disgust me in that damn interview.
Hey, Q.
Hmm?
Now, if you were talking to somebody in real life, right, and they hat brim was turned up like that, you wouldn't entertain shit they said, man. Don't listen to Steve Smith. Don't listen to that motherfucker, man. Look at his hat brim.
Look at that.
Look at the brim in his hat, man.
Oh
He
my
just
God.
talking, man.
He just talking.
He just talking.
So for him, and this is what he did. Every aspect of what we expected, I mean, the ass kissing phenomenon that he put on was out of this world. Oh, shout out to Justin Long. He said, this is actually hilarious how wrong everyone is. I repeat, everyone except for I and MDJ. Well, it was cats like you, MDJ, Mike Wesson. Y'all boys love CJ undoubtedly. No, Justin, you was a Bryce guy too. I remember you putting your hat in the head for Bryce. I was an AR-15 guy. Me, Goat, Pop, all of us want an AR-15. We weren't wrong. AR-15 was successful in Indianapolis. He won more games than Bryce Young this year. And that's a fact.
Yeah, though.
Just in case.
That's crazy.
This nigga been hurt the whole season and won more games than Bryce Young. Well then, how you like those cookies? Anyway,
I was 100% against AR, but after actually thinking about it and kind of seeing the little bit I did see, and I guess it's because I'm comparing him to Bryce, but shit, it wouldn't have been a bad move to get him either, man.
But they told us he was a 3-year project. 3-year projects don't come out and win games in the NFL. And he did that. So how in the hell is he winning games if he's supposed to be sitting down for 3 years? That's what they told us.
Yeah. You could build a system around him faster than you can somebody like Bryce. Somebody like Bryce, you're gonna have to get some top wide receivers, a good offensive line. Damn, everything got to be perfect for you to get the full potential out of Bryce Young. AR can be his athleticism to get him by.
That's the shit they weren't saying about Bryce in the beginning. They were saying that he was the quarterback that didn't need all that.
My man said AR is 100 times better than Bryce. I wasn't an AR guy. Yeah, like everybody had their own choice of who they like. Y'all guys were CJ Stroud heads. I was an AR guy. After I saw that 6'5", 245 pounds, and I saw that arm and that ability to throw the ball, and I said, what the hell are we missing right here? This cat is a freak of nature. All you got to do is let him run. He's a young gazelle. Let him spread his legs and run. Like, oh, you don't want a running back as a quarterback. I said, for a young quarterback, the number one thing he can lean on is his athleticism until everything else comes with reading defenses, being able to beat guys and understanding coverages. Until all that comes with him, he's the most athletic guy you've ever seen in a while.
Hey, Q, the dude in the comments said every team got a good wide receivers and a good offensive line if they're a good team. That's not necessarily true, though. Like, Kansas City ain't got no good wide receivers. They do have a all-world Hall of Fame tight end. But don't act like the quarterback don't play a part in that shit, man. The quarterback play a part in that shit, too.
What I learned from from Kansas City. Mm-hmm.
Like I could just say that every team got a good quarterback, and then we just going back and forth at that point, right? But I'm just saying, like, it's okay, so you get a good offensive line, good wide receivers. Is that what make a good quarterback? No, not necessarily. So you can't just say that. I mean, I get what you're saying, but you can't simplify it to that.
Kansas City wide receivers led the whole league in drops this year. And Mahomes still threw over 4,000 yards and won a Super Bowl.
Exactly. He won a fucking Super Bowl with these receivers. But this is the number one thing that you got to look at. If they led the league in drops and he still won the Super Bowl, it's the quarterback. Because in spite of these guys having the drops, these boys just cut their number one receiver, Van Dale Scatton. They just cut him. They're saying, as long as we got the quarterback, it don't matter who they got at receiver. They'll take that guy and go and win Super Bowls. And JP, didn't they not cut Tyreek Hill when he was in his prime? Tyreek Hill?
Yeah. The fastest receiver in the league at the time now.
That means they'll cut anybody, right?
Right. Let them go.
Yeah, that's one a lot of people are going to have to understand. If they cut the fastest receiver ever, they're all in on their quarterback and his ability to get the ball down the field to whoever. It don't matter. As long as you got that all-world tight end, they don't give a fuck who they put at receiver. Unfortunately, that's the difference with us. See, we're in a position now where, as Carolina Panthers, we need all-world receivers to make Bryce look better because this is what he is. He's a game manager. MDJ, this is what you call him, a game manager. He needs a Christian McCaffrey at running back that can be a running back and a wide receiver. He needs a DJ Moore that we had here for him and we traded to get him for. He needs guys of that caliber to come out here and get separation and get open. Imagine if we had Thielen, DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey. If we would have kept Robbie Anderson before he beat somebody's ass on the sideline, we might would have had a decent receiving corps.
But see, that's what I be saying, Q. If we had Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore, right? Because we seen what they did. Then maybe they would say Bryce ain't shit then. But it's different now because we got unproven people at the other positions. They gonna point their finger at that first because we gave up all that shit and he they golden boy. But the truth is it's him too. I'm not gonna sit here and act like our wide receivers do their job to the best, to NFL standard, but shit. They ain't as bad, man. I feel like his play worse than theirs, to be honest with you. I feel like his play is worse than our wide receiver core. I really do.
My man said, so the Panthers got better wide receivers than the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, because Terrence Marshall finna go over that problem. We'll see.
Yeah, he probably was balled out. They're going to turn it too, boy.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. It wouldn't surprise me.
Who said that we were comparable? Where did Real Sunshine get that from? He said it's the entire team. No, it's not the entire team. We just made it crystal clear. With Patrick Mahomes, it don't matter who at receiver. They got their number one tight end, and they could care less who's the number two option over there. They'll take some scraps and go to the Super Bowl with them scraps. That's just how good the quarterback is. When you have guys like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, you got those upper echelon type of quarterbacks. It don't matter who their receivers are. They make these guys into household names. It is what it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's not what you traded up to number one to get. You didn't trade up to number one to get a dude that's only great with great weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's like when they praise him with the best. But when you criticize him, I can't criticize him like he's supposed to be one of the best. But you tell me He's gonna be one of the best, but I can't criticize him in the same manner. Like that's what these boys be talking about up here, man.
That nigga
Y'all
say
love Bryce, bro.
that nigga say Pachenko is not scraps. That wasn't that motherfucker in the 7th round, 6th round?
Exactly. Pachinko went in the fucking was drafted in the 7th round. Don't talk to me.
Pacheco is good, man. Pacheco is good too, but damn, man, that's the point. This guy in the 7th round playing like that, but we just traded up, gave up our future first, and pretty much arguably our best player on our team at the time, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Pachinko
DJ Moore
drafted in
was
the
our
7th
best player.
Yeah, Pachinko was drafted in the 7th round, but nobody saw him being what he is now when they drafted him.
Riz B
Same
say
thing.
Josh.
Nobody saw Puka Nacua balling like he was at draft time. Nobody was predicting this shit.
Riz B say Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs, took off. Joe Burrow got Jamar Chase with protection and took off. What protection? Joe Burrow almost got killed his first 2 years in the league. Hell, he even sat out a year because he got an injury with no line.
Cute.
Hey, Riz B,
Not
Riz B, the thing about it is, none of those quarterbacks you name are on the same physical platform as Bryce. All of them have better physical.
Yeah, bigger, stronger, faster.
But
What you about to say, MDJ?
That's what I've been saying, man. You see that right there is exactly what I'm saying, bro. They not gonna believe it. Like I said, Mike Evans type motherfucker ain't the answer, but they not gonna believe it until you get somebody like that. Because when we get somebody like that, they can't say that Mike Evans can't get separation. You know what I'm saying? They can't say that. They can't say he can't produce. That's why the faster we get somebody like that, the faster that little motherfucker be up out of here, man. If he ain't what he's supposed to be. That's why I'm not against getting a receiver.
Hold on, MDJ. Did we not watch Joe Burrow take 10 sacks in a playoff game and still win the game?
Line ain't shit. His offensive line ain't
What
good.
is they talking about? My man say the Bengals and Chiefs O-line not better than the Panthers. The Chiefs O-line is better than the Panthers, but as far when it comes to the Bengals O-line is not better than the Panthers O-line.
Well, before we drafted Bryce, our O-line might have been on paper. Our O-line might have been better than them teams if you actually think about it.
Yeah,
on
but
paper,
we've been running
it
the
might have
ball.
been. But it changed when? When did it change?
When Frank Reich came in here and changed this from a zone running team to a damn West Coast offense, and that's what you saw. West Coast, every shit went left.
You shouldn't have to change your fucking offense for a quarterback. You shouldn't have to do that. In my opinion, good teams can do that. Teams like the Panthers can't do that. Won't have to play.
Shout out to Justin Long. He said if you watch Bryce at all last year, he looked absolutely lost most of the season. It's not hate seeing things that happen. Bryce scrambling ability is zero. A mobile quarterback that isn't mobile enough. Hey, that's a fact.
Man, he right, but I think Bryce scrambling is a little bit better than people give credit for. But
he had a couple of plays during the season.
He all right.
Well,
he out the pocket, man. He really can. I'm not even gonna front on him on that shit, but
he could scramble in Alabama. All that shit he tried. I watched him in person week 2 versus New Orleans, and he tried to do that scrambling shit then, and it didn't work. Not against these defensive linemen in the NFL. Them boys too fast for that. So you got to figure out your game and figure out what works best, because that running around shit is not gonna cut it.
I like what my man right there said. Yeah. See, that's what you expect out of a number 1 overall pick, man. They come and change your franchise and shit. We took Bryce Young in the same spot that they took Joe Burrow, except we gave up more shit for him. So forgive me if some people. I understand why some people expect a lot out of him, but shit, he just ain't that.
He said, y'all niggas know Joe Burrow doesn't have the strongest arm in the world. Yeah, but that's the thing. When you got Jamar Chase, when you got Boyd, when you got Higgins, when you got Joe Mixon, I mean, hell, the nigga got the goddamn Justice League around him. And the real sunshine calling us delusional. I've seen some cats that got out here and say we be gonna win 13, 14 games. So if you don't call that motherfucker delusional, I don't want to hear that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Man,
There's some cats that's
you
far
just
more
like
delusional.
Bryce, man. Man, you like what you like, man, but you just like Bryce, man. 'Cause you kind of talking crazy now, man. You got just like Bryce, man.
Yeah, you do. I mean, the cat did not have a great year. Why not just call a spade, but instead you want to blame it on everybody else? You can't sit here and blame everybody else. One cat shortcomings on everybody else. You can't do it. Panthers O-line was serviceable. Oh, here we go. Now check this one out. Check this one out. Panthers O-line was serviceable once Sam Darnold got out in the center. When Baker Mayfield and C. Mac was gone, what happened?
Uh-oh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't diss Bryce. Ain't do that around here.
How is Bryce lost when wide receivers and tight end are dropping the ball every drive of the game?
I'll tell you what, man. Who should we go get then?
Every time of the game, dude, we only had
They
18
don't drop
drops
the
this
ball. They don't drop the ball, man. I know.
whole season.
Dropping the ball, and Adam Thielen don't even go together. Shit don't even go together for real.
Y'all just be talking, bro. Just be talking.
Shit don't
MD.
go together, man.
I don't get it. I told, and then my man said, "Did you realize we had how many offensive guards we started last year? The hate is crazy. We started about 8 different guards last year, not 15. I don't know where you get that 15 shit from. We didn't even have 15 tackles and guards on the team. So
on roster.
Exactly.
Believe you, but 15 offensive linemen? Nah, I don't believe that one.
Look, we gave away Throckmorton and Deontay Brown at the end of the season. We gave those 2 guards away, but then everybody else was sitting right there, bro. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm starting to question what I saw in the field.
Man, I can't
fellas.
believe this shit, man. Man,
I mean,
fuck, bro. This is
at
crazy.
guard, I'll try to tell you, MDJ, Justin McCray, Chandler Zavala, Gabe Jackson, Brady Christensen, Cade Mays, Nash Jensen. We only had 6 guys other than the starters, or 7. Okay, 8 guys totally this whole season on the offensive line.
I'm done, man. I ain't saying I'm not gonna sit here and compare no fucking Joe Burrow and no damn Bryce Young and no damn arm talent, man. We just say I'm not talking about this shit. Go ahead, man. Y'all talking about this shit. I'm not talking about it. This shit's crazy. I'm not talking about it, bro.
MDJ, did I not try to tell you this shit earlier? Did I not say them boys will come up with an argument for Bryce Young? Didn't I tell you? You didn't believe me. I tried to tell you.
Man, they talking about the wide receivers and tight ends dropping the ball, man. I watched so many balls go over Jonathan Mingo fucking head, man. That boy jumped. Yeah, the boy make a play on half them bitches. That's the only reason the shit touch his hand, man. The boy jumped 3 feet in the fucking air to get the goddamn on ball sometime, man. That's real shit, man. That's crazy. Adam Thielen contorting his body, the ball all behind him and shit. He's still catching the ball, man. They talking about the few drops the motherfucker do get, man. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Right. Bryce Young throwing Thielen into the motherfucking IR. Y'all motherfucking talking about that.
All right, man. Man, Hayden Hurst got smacked clean across the middle of the fucking field. Bryce should have never threw that ball to him, man. You mad he dropped that shit? That boy had a concussion. You mad he dropped that? Man,
Exactly.
crazy, man.
Jones threw that man into not knowing his damn name the next week, man. Fuck
It's just one of those things where I sit back a lot of times and I just listen to how crazy you can see this on the field, and people will still tell us we're delusional of what we saw. And you're completely wrong. It's crazy how a human will defend someone that don't know them, that they had an opinion that's completely wrong. Hey man, it's one of those ones. King JP, man, please tell me, how do we get this far off?
No, man. Like I tell motherfuckers, man, I don't just watch the games only. I study film. I listen to what other motherfuckers say about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what y'all see. I don't. It's always been the physical attributes for me when it comes to Bryce. Always. Does he have the adequate zip to fit these windows that he's gonna need to fit in the pro league? No, he don't. Does he have the arm to go downfield when need be? Not really.
My man said y'all got a screw loose.
The shit that killed me is like, dog, what is the difference between not giving Baker Mayfield a fucking chance and giving Bryce Young? What's the difference? Like, bro,
Right.
we got rid of Baker Mayfield. What? How many games he played? Like, the motherfuckers already, they see he wants shit and said he wants shit. Like, what is the difference with Bryce, bro?
The whole season. We got rid of him, I think, like after damn 7 or 8 games or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, nobody was saying that shit. We got to give him a chance, man. The offensive line and none of that shit. But like, what is the difference, man? What is the difference?
Right. Nobody was saying that shit then.
So my man said the offensive line got Bryce sacked the second most in the NFL, and y'all talking about he can't throw. He was the most sacked.
Facts, man. We watching the same?
He was the most sacked quarterback in all of college football last year, 2 years ago. So I mean, is the Alabama line terrible too, or are those not 5-star recruits?
Must be terrible too in Bama. Well, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Bryce Young holding on to the ball. Don't you think that shit got something to do with it?
Bryce Young held the ball an average of 2.91 seconds all year long. That is damn near 3 seconds.
Damn, this nigga is. My man say, I'm just keeping receipts because everything they're saying is subjective at the end of the day. Bryce was the first pick for a reason, so stick to those talking points. Boy, these niggas love Bryce, boy. Let me tell you something. You want to see some truth for your ass since you love Bryce Young so much? I'm gonna show you some truth. Since you love him so much. And I don't want to hear shit about no motherfucking line when I show you this either. The truth is, at the end of the day, his numbers don't lie. And you could blame that bitch on. I just played y'all video of what the fuck. Where's daddy? Where's daddy them? His daddy, Frank Wright said, we brought you to a good football team. We went and tailor-made this for you. Tailor-made for you is 2,800 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Goddamn backup quarterback numbers.
Backup quarterback.
Now,
Spot quarterback numbers.
It's terrible. Man, that
Just
boy
in
can't even
case.
get us in the red zone half the fucking time, man. We can't even get in the red zone half the time, bro.
Oh, these niggas love Peyton Manning. Go to Peyton Manning rookie year. Peyton Manning threw the most interceptions.
Peyton Manning, how many touchdowns Peyton Manning
They
threw
was
that
at
year?
least moving the ball.
No, I'm gonna do it because this is why I'm gonna show y'all the difference, because I'm tired of them and that Peyton Manning shit. I'm tired of it. They like bringing up Peyton Manning. Now, this is Peyton Manning number his rookie year. Be mindful, Bryce had a punk ass 2,800 yards. Now, he threw for damn near, look at this number right here. You motherfucker, look at it. Look at it.
In the game,
It's different.
And this a passing league now. So everybody passed. Well, not this season. This particular season, everybody numbers was down. But they passed the ball a lot more now than they did then, too.
You see? The motherfucker talk about Peyton Manning rookie year. 1,000 yards more. This bitch had 11 touchdowns. This nigga had 28. So you mean to tell me 28 touchdowns, 26 touchdowns, 28 interceptions. Bryce only threw 10 interceptions. Yippee damn D. He scored more, but he also gave up the ball more. 22 sacks in his first year. But he still managed to have a 70 rating for the entire year, which means he wasn't horrendous. Now let's look at Bryce Young's rating.
Don't bring that shit up. Oh my God.
A 33 fucking QBR. 73 for a rating, 33 QBR for the whole year. Now, I ain't the smartest person now. 33 is that good, JP?
Hell no, that shit ain't good. That mean you garbage.
Now, what they're going to focus on, they're going to talk about the sacks. Now, be mindful. We all stood there and watched Bryce Young take an ass of sacks when he's scrambling and running around in the damn backfield trying to do that Alabama shit, knowing damn well you can't do that in the NFL. So he took a lot more sacks. Took a lot more sacks.
Told people that so-called improv football game that Bryce had at Bama, I knew that shit was gonna disappear when he got to the pros because he's up against athletes that are far better than him.
Yeah.
Same thing with Johnny Manziel at Texas A&M. He was a daggum improv football wonder. Look what happened when he got to the pro league. That shit disappeared. That's one asset of his game that I knew from jump that you could not count on because I knew Bryce wasn't the fastest quarterback. I knew he wasn't as agile as they claim him to be because he was up against, I guess you want to say compared to the pros, mid-tier talent. He with grown men now that's chasing him down. Grown men that's chasing families. And y'all wonder why he can't run away from nobody.
Why are we comparing? Why? So let me. I need somebody in the chat that just answer this shit, right? So by y'all logic, right?
First
y'all
game
comparing
since
this
the Cam
motherfucker
Newton
to
era.
Peyton Manning. Are you telling me that Bryce Young is about to be Peyton Manning or something? Like, what are you trying to? What is the point?
To be honest,
yeah.
They know Bryce Young ain't gonna be no fucking Peyton Manning. He ain't gonna be able to hold fucking Peyton Manning helmet on the sideline. They know that shit.
Look at that. He coughed up the motherfucking ball, but that's on the offensive line. Oh, okay.
And that counted turnover, by the way.
And I was at that game.
Same thing happened at the Minnesota game that I was at, Q. Same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Q.
Huh?
Q, he was outside of the pocket, so he could have just threw that motherfucker out of bounds.
He could have threw the bitch out of bounds.
Could have threw the bitch out
Now
of bounds.
be mindful. They just said that the problem is the offensive line. We watch him scramble in a wide open pocket, get wide open in the middle of the field, and what the fuck did the little bitch do? Coughed the ball right up. Boop, gave up the ass. That's what he did. Now, you can't blame that on somebody else. You can't blame it on the offensive line. You can't blame that on receivers. He had the ball in his hand, and he coughed it up as soon as the defender hit him.
Exactly.
Now, they got every excuse in the book for that. We watch him fumble. God only knows how many times this year. He fumbled about 4 or 5 times this year. 4 times, I believe. We watch him throw pick sixes 4 or 5 times this year. Just for bad decision making. But they'll blame that on somebody else, like Frank Wright was out there throwing the fucking ball. Oh, okay.
By the way, coming into this year, Bryce was known coming out of Bama for protecting the ball and making smart decisions.
Yeah.
What y'all? That's what y'all.
Yeah. It's just one of them things where I sit back and I let these Bryce talks, Bryce sexuals, whatever you want to call them, I let them talk. But at the end of the day, don't get this shit twisted. Your boy ain't good. And he better hope the hell they help him. Because if he come out and do the same shit you seen just now, him fumbling the damn ball, I don't got patience for that shit this season. And like I say, y'all can come in here, huff and puff. I don't give a fuck what you do. The boy trash. He just trash.
Until he show otherwise, that's what he will be.
Yeah, he gonna have to show me.
That shit ain't true, man. You can't find no good play for every bad play. That shit ain't true.
No, the real Sunchild, I
That
just
shit
type
ain't
in
true.
Bryce Young highlights, and that's the first thing that pop up. I ain't typing Bryce Young. You forgot. It ain't like the bitch had a bunch of touchdowns to choose from. He only had 11. Last time
Hey,
I
look.
checked, 11 touchdowns ain't shit.
Q, you pull up his highlights for real, right? And I guarantee you, most of them shit's gonna be versus the same two teams, man.
It's gonna be against
This shit's
Green
gonna be
Bay
two teams.
and Houston.
That's it. And then they're gonna show you two plays from the Dolphins game, probably.
Lord have
But
mercy.
think about this, most of them seem to forget. Most games he played this year, he struggled to throw fucking 100 yards through 3 quarters. It was 4th quarters this damn year where he still had got to 100 yards passing.
Mm-hmm.
That's your number one pick.
Yeah. So I mean, goddamn. Excuse the fuck out of me, but goddamn. So I'm gonna share.
Hold and serve sometimes for 3 full quarters just to collapse in the 4th. Cause like they like, damn shit, offense ain't scoring a damn thing.
I'm just saying, like I say, this is young fella. Look, he made a good completion across the field to Terrence Marshall. This was week 1. Since y'all won't see all his highlights, y'all act like we gonna make shit up. There you go. To
Okay,
LaVisca.
He threw that bitch behind the line of scrimmage. LaVisca got 20 yards. Okay.
Play that should be made anyway.
They go one of the wide receivers making a good catch that drop the ball all the time. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Hayden Hurst. That was separation, wasn't it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was before he got him killed and shit.
Y'all notice something in these highlights? First of all, before I even get started, y'all see how they went straight to week 2 with the Saints? They didn't show the 2 interceptions to Jesse Bates. Y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that in these highlights? Oh, okay. That's all I'm saying. So, nah. Shout out to Justin Long for that super chat. He said Bryce had Panther fans watching other teams by week 8, and that's a fact. I started up a whole other motherfucking channel because of Bryce Young.
That's too cute, man. Why pressing this year?
I started up a whole NFL channel because I didn't even want to talk about this sorry son of a bitch no more. And you can clearly see it. Now, these are the main highlights that they're showing to everybody. It's 13 minutes long. Now, they cut out every mistake that he made on the season, but they choose to show him in a perfect light. And that's because he's the media darling. Now, be mindful. Everybody know he had them 2 picks in the Falcons game, and they just cut that shit out like nothing to it.
They ain't gonna show this fuck shit in the highlights. They ain't gonna show no, but nothing. You ain't gonna see nothing bad.
I like real of 13. That damn football game is 60 minutes long.
Be mindful.
A 20-yard screen pass is a quarterback highlight, bro. A 20-yard screen pass is a quarterback highlight. Come on, man. Think about that shit, man. I'm just saying. Just think about it, like
MDJ. That goddamn, he had 3 plays in that first highlight. a regular screen pass, a little regular competent plays a quarterback should make. A touchdown to Hayden Hurst, a 5-6 yard pass. Hey, goddamn it! Next game, that was it. Wow.
Q, do me a favor. Do me a favor, Q. Type in Bryce Young's worst plays. I want to see if it's longer than his highlights of his good plays.
Lord have mercy.
Poppy, there go
Lord
Penny.
have mercy.
Oh shit! It better not be longer than 13 minutes. I swear.
Bryce Young's worst plays. They actually got a highlight reel for this shit right here. NFL. They got so many goddamn. Well, when you type in Bryce Young highlight plays, worst plays, they got videos of people for 12, 13 minutes talking about the Panthers let them down. How bad is it?
Q, just put in low lights, man. Put low lights. That shit'll come up. Just put low lights. Highlights is gonna show the good plays anyway. Just say,
Bryce
put
Young,
low lights. That shit'll come
low
up.
lights.
What's wrong?
Damn, they went all the way back to Alabama.
Damn.
Because he really won't shit then either. He was just doing the same shit. He said the Mr. Jameer Gibbs, and Jameer Gibbs gonna get 10, 15 extra yards, bro. I'm telling you, man. I mean, or Jameson Williamson done burnt somebody on a fucking broken play or something, and then they show that shit. Like, man.
It's one of the reasons why Jameer Gibbs went so high in the draft last year.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs saved this cat, man. I hate to say it. And that's a shame. They just made this about a month ago, a couple of months ago, and all they're showing is his Alabama highlights. They act like this nigga didn't even exist at Carolina this year. That's what they acting like.
He didn't.
It was a year to forget.
He didn't exist.
Motherfuckers want to forget that shit. I want to remember them sad times, boy.
Boy, y'all wild, boy. I ain't messing up with y'all today. Y'all
I
just.
ain't gonna lie, kid.
Huh?
Xavier Woods fucked everybody up today, boy. He fucked everybody up. That's Xavier Worthy.
Oh, Worthy. Yeah. You say Xavier Woods. I'm like, who, the safety?
Yeah, my bad. I messed that up. Yeah, Xavier Worthy, that draft board is different now. And Adonai, what's his name? Adonai Mitchell?
Mm-hmm.
That boy,
I like
that boy's
Adonai
a freak
Mitchell.
of nature, dog. First round.
Yes, sir. My man Risby said y'all lame as fuck, and it shows how ignorant y'all are when y'all claim to know football. I appreciate that, Risby. For some reason, you still here, so apparently you know we know football. Then.
On the content,
Yes, sir.
Rizby.
Yeah.
And that, Riz, you the one listening.
Right.
My man
Okay.
say,
Yeah, make that make sense. All right.
y'all don't even know what the fuck to look for just watching football. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Whatever y'all say. My man said, all I'm saying is give little bruh a shot. Y'all know the team been bad. Woo, boy. Hey, man. Y'all
Ain't
boy
never been-
love Bryce. It's okay to say y'all got Diddy parties with Bryce, man. It's okay. Y'all ain't got to tell me.
This the thing, though, Q. They love to go straight to the shit that you don't know football and all this other shit. Okay, then. You tell me what he did good this year, then. You can't tell me what he did good. All you can tell me is why he didn't do shit. Because he didn't do shit. That's the problem. That is the problem, bro. If he showed you something, you would be able to tell me, well, he did this good. No, all you can tell me is what everybody else around him didn't do. That's the problem. You don't go draft a motherfucker that you can blame everything else on. He should have did something. If he's something, he did something. We showed you Peyton Manning threw for 3,000 something fucking yards. So what the fuck did Bryce do? What did he do? He ain't throw no
That's the thing.
touchdowns. He ain't throw
They
3,000
love going
yards.
back to Peyton Manning's rookie year, where Bryce threw for 2,700. Peyton Manning threw for 1,000 yards more. He threw for over 16 more touchdowns totally. I mean, 16 more touchdowns. That means you winning more games, Bubba. I don't know what kind of math y'all doing in the NFL, but Hell, the differential in between the touchdowns for Peyton Manning and Bryce is way more than what Bryce gave. Come on, bro.
In mind that Peyton Manning played back then too.
Boy, these boys, they love
How
Bryce
he show
Young.
you leadership? He showed you leadership.
Well, they were cussing Bryce Young ass out on the sideline. What were you talking about? Did you see that?
I give you toughness. I give you toughness.
Bozeman was digging in Bryce's ass on the sideline, man. Y'all better stop that cap, bro.
Why I'm supposed to be happy? I'm supposed to be happy he didn't shoot himself in the head because we ain't win no fucking goals. What the fuck, man? He showed you heart. Yeah, he didn't have a heart attack, man. I mean, what the fuck?
Y'all talk about
I give you toughness though. I give you that. You're right, toughness.
They talking about
is kind of tough.
talking about leadership and shit, but there's reports out now that Bryce was on fucking tip attachments of motherfucker in the damn locker room.
He was cussing everybody out, throwing F-bombs, all that.
That's leadership to y'all? That's leadership to y'all. Okay.
I want to show you something. This is Teddy Bridgewater's numbers here with Carolina. Since they want something to look at, I give them something else to look at. You know what I'm saying? Now, Teddy Bridgewater was a backup quarterback his whole career. Backup. He had a couple of years where he started, and he never threw up big numbers. Look at his numbers right here. 3,000, 1,300, 2,900. But look at his numbers with Carolina in 2020. He had 3,700 yards. Now he trash, but he better. He was better than what you got at the number 1 overall pick. He threw 1,000 yards more than this cat. 15 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Now be mindful, this boy trash, and still better.
Exactly. And I, for one, didn't even want damn Teddy Bridgewater in Carolina. Even after he threw that 3,700 yard season, I'd rather get rid of that nigga then.
And this is the crazy thing.
They don't go to somebody's season like Teddy Bridgewater. They say Peyton Manning and Joe Burrow rookie season, Trevor Lawrence, like good quarterbacks. They'll never just go to the average quarterbacks, which is what he gonna end up being. They'll never go to that shit.
That's one thing we got to stop doing too. Y'all Bryce Young love and hate it when we compare Stroud to Bryce Young. Well, stop comparing Bryce Young to past legends. Stop doing that.
Well, they were quick to throw out that Peyton Manning shit with the quickness because they thought that it was going to be closer than it was. They thought that their yardage numbers was going to be closer. Bullshit.
Man, Bryce Young ain't even the same type of quarterback. Peyton Manning is more of a gunslinger quarterback. Bryce was supposed to be the making good decisions.
Who else they want? They want who y'all want? Brett Favre? I mean, who y'all want? Brad? Give me a mediocre quarterback. Give me a mediocre quarterback.
Bryce Young, that's your mediocre quarterback. Compare him to himself because it ain't never been a first overall quarterback to fucking daggum have them pitiful ass stats. Never. Even Bush fucking rough.
So y'all, the guys that's just shaking their titties for Bryce. We know the team was bad. The team was bad, but this is the problem. This is the point that I always make. When you give up that much for a number 1 quarterback, you give up 2 first rounds and a player. That was a first round wide receiver. He is supposed to come in and help elevate the team. He should not be the problem. He can have some issues, but he shouldn't have a whole lot of issues. And so then when we sit here and dissect and tell y'all, okay, we messed up as an organization because he's trash and the team's trash, y'all mad about that. So I mean, what you want us to say? You want me to clarify for you The team was trash, and guess what? Bryce Young was trash. Now, you can't tell us shit else now. I don't want to hear no more excuses. He was ass, and so was the team. There you go. For all the slow ones in the back. Since you want to be particular. That's
Yes,
particular
sir.
for your ass right there.
Popping.
Yes,
Like
sir.
I said, Bryce Young isn't the problem in Carolina, but Bryce Young is a problem in Carolina.
Well, don't worry. We're gonna be looking for more than a goddamn receiver after a while if he don't take this shit up. I can promise you that.
More than one
Man,
receiver.
it ain't no point, man. You can go draft Xavier Worthy right now. They'll say that motherfucker can't. They'll say he can't get no separation, man. It don't matter, bro.
I'll be
It don't
damned.
matter. You can get, like I said, man. Till you get them bona fide cats in here, bro, they gonna have an excuse, man.
Well, he's gonna be there. And if
Mm-hmm.
and if the organization, the franchise decide to move on from him after 3 years, after he leave Carolina, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we ain't never give Bryce Young a chance." They're gonna say that too. I'm already prepared.
I'm to the point now where I'm driven on excuses. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm not going there anymore with Bryson the excuses.
Yeah, nah. People will find anything to make an excuse. And my point exactly is, when I say the team is trash, I agree. They also screwed Bryce Young by not getting him no talent or getting no talent. But at the same time, when you watch him play, I've seen him overthrow people many times. I've seen him hold the ball too long many times. Even when he has time to throw the ball, he's still not accurate. And he only stared down one freaking wide receiver. That's Thielen. He doesn't dump it off to the running back when he has time. Yeah. But these are things he's supposed to. If he's so good, why is he getting behind the guards, guys? Think about that. If he's so solid, why is little ass underneath the guard? Come on, bro. Come on now.
Always say you can spot a good quarterback even on a bad team.
Yeah.
Good gracious. I mean, if he was that good when he shines some type of way, he don't shine any type of way. He has nothing elite that he's shown y'all. But see, y'all so sorry sacks of shit. Y'all would take anything and be happy with it. Mediocre ass fans. Y'all just like anything. Here you go. Here's some shit with some Skittles on it. Oh, I'll take it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Don Dada. There's none hotter. What's going on with you, Bubba? Who that? He said, what was y'all picking before moving to 1Q? Just trying to see, was QB still available? Or should y'all stage y'all ass still? Last year, we were supposed to build this team correctly. We had a bunch of holes last year. Beforehand, we chose to trade up from 9 to 1, and we made quarterback our number one priority. And that was the beginning of the end, because we took a quarterback on a team that had so many holes. It was so deficient. Like I said, the offensive line was the only thing that was in place last year. You had running backs, you had Christian McCaffrey, you had everybody there that you had pieces. You had a wide receiver, a top flight wide receiver that you shipped out to go get the quarterback, but your mind frame was Mingo and Thielen is going to replace him. That's where you fucked up at. Is where you start addition by subtraction, thinking that these guys are going to give you production, and they didn't. They were betting on Mingo as a rookie to come into his own immediately, and he didn't. They were betting on Thielen to come out and replace DJ Moore. Now, he did give you the DJ Moore numbers, but his impact was not DJ Moore. He didn't have a number one overall impact, a number one receiver impact. But you look at this team last year, offensively, as long as you had Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore in his team, yes, you were a quarterback away. But when you start moving those pieces to get guys in here, that's where you messed up at. Can't get better by getting rid of your weapons.
And just to add to that, man, I think if we being honest, man, number 9, shit, man, we were still looking at a quarterback, man. We just wanted a quarterback in Carolina. Everybody knows the truth. We wanted a quarterback, but the thing is, at 9, it's not like we would have gave up DJ Moore. Hell, at 3, we wouldn't have gave up DJ Moore. That's part of the frustration with Bryce Young, the fact that we gave that shit up to get a quarterback. That our owner, or not our owner, our GM said, you don't need all those weapons with this guy. He's a point guard. Well, point guard ain't shit. Point guard ain't shit. Clearly, it's crazy that Fitterer say that, and now the fans who like Bryce, all they saying is we need playmakers. So I guess Fitterer was full of shit too.
Mm-hmm.
When we get the motherfucker, he don't need receivers. He's a point guard. When he don't do shit, all of a sudden he need playmakers and shit around him. Like, come on, man, you can't have it both ways.
I ain't never seen a quarterback who don't need talent. That shit never made no sense to me when they said that. And how you gonna make a basketball reference to football? That was stupid too. And then you went in there with 11 picks. You came out with 5.
Mm-hmm.
See, Scott was all around. I told y'all Scott was a gambler. He gambles. And that's why he gambled his ass right out of a no job. Because 11 picks would have did us so nicely this year, man. Oh my God, we could have been up and running. We even had to reach for a quarterback.
Right.
But nah, I mean, Tepper wanted what he wanted. He got what he got, and now we suffered. Well, some of us suffered. Some of y'all are so happy about what the fuck we got at QB. I don't know what y'all.
Yeah, you're right. They happy. They happy about 2-15.
The crazy shit popping, like you said, man. It's a basketball reference to football. That don't make no sense.
Right.
But even in basketball, you don't go get no little bitty ass point guard no more, man.
He's a posterizer.
You don't go get no little point guard unless that motherfucker can shoot that bitch. And look, the small point guard got to do something amazing to even be around that bitch. And we go get that little ass quarterback, man. That shit crazy.
Right, boy. They do shit like that though. They go get the smallest guy ever known to man, and then they force us as Panther fans to like this. And now they got it so bad, they got us pitting ourselves against other Panther fans. You're not a real fan if you don't back Bryce. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I ain't never gave a fuck what y'all think. Y'all can't sit in and put my fandom in check when I say I don't back this little motherfucker. It's just a tough day for y'all. Y'all don't like it? Oh, the fuck well. Go to a soup kitchen and eat with a bunch of homeless people for all I care. I don't give a damn what you got to say. Oh, well.
Man, I would never be satisfied with bullshit. I'm just saying, I'm just never going to be satisfied of just having mediocre talent on our team. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of them not doing their job as far as scouting. I'm tired of them not doing their job financially. You as a fan should want more. You as a fan should hold them at a higher standard. Stop making excuses for bullshit. If you do that, I can bet I can kind of see how your life is. If you just set up for bullshit all the time, you're never going to be successful that way. And I don't want my team looking like bullshit all around the whole spectrum.
But see, it's like I said though, Pop, and this the crazy shit, right? If Baker Mayfield was on this team, or Sam Darnold, I don't give a damn who you name, PJ Walker, and they gave you the same numbers Bryce gave you, you wouldn't be saying the offensive line trash. You're going to say PJ Walker trash. You're going to say Baker Mayfield trash. You're not going to say he ain't got no receivers on the offensive line coverage. So why are you doing it with this guy? What is the difference? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is the difference?
MDJ, they can't make no excuse because your boy went out there in Seattle and damn near threw for 400 yards with the same wide receivers, with the same O-line, with the same amount of pressure and the same amount of time to throw the fucking ball. I don't hear shit of. That right there killed Bryce Young. They should never let Andy Dalton get on that damn field. And when Andy Dalton went out there on that field and showed us something else, oh shit, it was over with.
This the crazy shit. I sit up here every time I get in and say Andy Dalton ain't shit. He trash. And I really do feel that way, right? But he still went out there and did more than that motherfucker. Just saying.
Oh, here we go.
Just saying, he still went out there and did more. And I do think that he is trash. I do.
Oh, God have mercy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. MD Bryce is starting to wear on all of us right now. Here we go. Andy Dalton for president. Yes, sir.
I agree with MD Jay's view on that, though.
I think he's garbage, man. But shit, it's like, bro, if he came out here and did that shit, they would just be saying he garbage. They would not make not one fucking excuse, and they a fucking lie, man. They a fucking lie. PJ Walker come out here and did that same shit. They'd be like, man, PJ Walker sucked. We ain't got no real quarterback. What the fuck is the difference? Cause the motherfucker, what? Cause we drafted him. What's the difference?
That's also y'all fans got to learn too that you're not a franchise quarterback just because a franchise drafted you. The franchise should be earned.
You better preach that, boy.
In town, Cam Newton had to earn it. You see what they said to daggum David Tell as soon as he bought the team. They asked him straight out, is Cam Newton a franchise quarterback? He didn't say it till the daggum season after that Cam Newton was a franchise quarterback. Cam Newton had to earn that tag too, but not Bryce.
I'm to the point where I'm just so tired of arguing, man, because it's like for what we know as football, for what we know from the quarterback position, for what we know and what we see that this is lackluster. And instead of them say, yes, Bryce has to do better, they'll come up with 5,000 excuses of why the team around him needs to be better. And I have never seen, the worse we get, the more games we lose, the bigger fan base that the quarterback gets. I have never seen no shit like this before in my life. This motherfucker gets stronger by the day, like he's some ammonia. I don't understand it.
When you got grown ass motherfuckers on Twitter calling Bryce Young they damn bullshit, different time, my G.
Yeah.
A different time.
Yeah. All I keep seeing is I feel so sorry for Bryce Young. I feel so sorry for this. The offensive line was terrible. Like I said, everybody else around here has bad offensive lines, and I don't hear nobody around here. Like I said, the excuses for offensive lines went out the window when I saw Joe Burrow get sacked 10 times in a playoff game against Tennessee, and he still won that game. He willed his way and willed that team to a win. So he was a former #1 overall pick. Look, if he could do it, y'all say this boy made and cut from the same cloth. Y'all do it every week. I want to see it. He got to elevate somebody on this team. Sooner or later, he got to do it to live up to the #1 overall pick.
That's what leaders do, don't they? Ain't that what?
Yeah.
Because y'all talking about a leader. He's a leader. He showed toughness. So ain't a leader supposed to elevate? Ain't he supposed to?
That's right.
Who's he elevating? How are you a leader, but you go against your leader? Prime example. He was taking so long to call the plays, right? So they said, hey, Bryce, we want you to get a wristband. He got mad and said he wasn't going to wear it. But you're a leader, though. You don't buck the situation. How you want somebody to give him a chance and he don't give the person that's been in the game teaching him a chance? That don't make sense. What kind of leadership is that? You're the player, not the coach.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's Bryce Young for you. He think he know more than the goddamn coaches. And that's why you look at the end of the year, the coaches got fired. Because when Frank Reich comes out and basically says, I don't know how to coach this young fella, your owner takes him and he decides that, hey, how are we going to coach him? How are we going to? Nobody has a clue. It's like a bunch of motherfuckers with the Spider-Man meme just pointing at each other. No, you do this. No, you do that. You got Jim Caldwell going over to the defensive room. He said, fuck this shit. I ain't helping these niggas. What the fuck we got going on? It was a mess. All because the selection of one cat that they decided nobody wanted but the owner. Because reports have come out. I don't know if y'all heard it. They say Nicole Tepper wanted C.J. Stroud. That came out from Adam Schefter. He dropped that. So even Tepper's own wife wanted somebody else. Maybe she got more football sense than this nigga. It's a shame when your wife know better than you. And the worst part is you the billionaire owner. You hell-bent. Hey, Bryce, I told you I was going to take a quarterback when I saw you last, didn't I? Yeah, now's the time to cash it in. I'm getting you. You had your mind made up. You wanted this cat. Not because of what he did on the football field, but because this is who you personally wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Veto power. I had the veto power. I can do whatever I want. You picked this motherfucker. Nobody else picked him. Frank Wright was taken by surprise. This nigga didn't want no goddamn Bryce, but he had to sit in and live by it. The real sunchild, like I tell you, if you don't hear what we got to say, go take a fucking nap. Go lay your ass down and go to sleep. I'm going to cry over spilled milk every day I look over here and see C.J. Stroud slinging touchdowns and in the playoffs, and I'm sitting at home looking. Yeah, that's what the fuck you want to hear? That's what the fuck you going to get. I'm going to be very upset every time I look and see we ain't got no playoffs. I'm talking about we can only build up from here. Well, guess what, motherfucker? We 2-15.
And you made every damn thing.
Lord, we could get worse. Is the worst part. We could get worse, JP. Like you see the schedule this year.
Hey, we could be 1-16 next year, or 0.
That's the worst part. People don't even understand. They keep saying, "Oh, it can't get no worse than this." Yes, it could, motherfucker. It could.
Yeah, we got a slobber knocker as a schedule. Y'all thought this year was tough. Well, strap your boots on, cause you in for a ride.
Yeah. So just like y'all talk y'all shit every time the word Bryce is brought up, I'm gonna talk my shit every chance I get to, whether you like it or not. At the end of the day, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. We're gonna be two shit talking motherfuckers for weeks to come because Combine is here, draft is right around the corner. We gotta help this little son of a bitch right on through the door. We gotta put him in a wheelchair, and we got to help him. We gotta push him. We got to lift him up and put him on the bed. We got to put him through therapy. We got to send him through dialysis. We got to go do the treatments with his ass. Every time you look, we got to get something else for him. We got to go get a special handicap van for his ass now. It's always some shit, man.
Hey, Q.
Huh?
I can't argue that shit no more, man. They should have put Andy in, bro. They should have put Andy in, man. They would have fixed it. They should have left that nigga in there, bro. Andy should have been in that bitch.
How long has it taken you to see the light?
Damn, boy. Bro, because I didn't think people really felt like that about Bryce, bro. This is crazy.
I told you this shit.
In that motherfucker, man. He should have just been in there, man.
You wouldn't fucking listen to me. I told you.
They see that shit, man. They're not gonna believe it till they see it. Somebody else got to do it. Somebody else got to do it. That's the only way. Their mind ain't gonna change, man. You give them every stat in the world, bro.
Right.
What the fuck they got going on? Talking about looking for a man on Tinder. What the hell? Boy, y'all boys, see that right there is why y'all love Bryce so much. Y'all out here looking for man puss on Tinder. Y'all got to stop that shit.
I done told you.
Some Diddy parties, man. But we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Last words from everybody up on here. Once the boys start talking about man puss, I'm getting up out of here.
Time to go.
Them boys on some other wild shit right now, but I'm going to let them have that. Anyway, talk to me, Pop.
You can lie to yourself and believe it, but I won't.
I hear you, driver. Talk to me, JP.
Man, y'all gotta realize just because that we believe that Bryce Young is a problem, that don't mean that we don't want him to get better. Honestly, we rather eat crow. We rather him prove us wrong. But just because we don't see it, that don't mean that we don't know ball, man. Y'all need to stop this shit.
That was beautiful, man. I almost shed a tear. God damn.
All right,
Oh,
damn,
man.
shit. Hey, look, I'm
Talk
with
about
JP though, man. JP right, bro.
But that's what they do, MDJ. I keep telling you this. When you don't agree with them, they'll say you don't know football or you're not a real fan because it's too much for them to sit down and say, okay, maybe he didn't do good this year. Maybe we did make the wrong choice. Look, choices are here for a reason. You here to select a choice and have a good option or a bad option. Just as much as there's a good option, there's a potential for it to be a bad option. People don't even think about it like that. For every good, there's a bad. Every up, there's a down. Every left, there's a right. For every CJ Stroud, there's a Bryce Young. It's direct correlation. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to. Woo, y'all Sammy Sosa that shit right across the damn field. Come on, man. But anyway, shout out to everybody who's in the chat tonight. Make sure y'all do us the illustrious favor. Subscribe to the Tailgate Experience, as well as subscribe to our other channel, Station 88. Those are the two channels that we want to build up. We want to get to, showing a little bit of some stuff on it. We got some new flavor that's going to be dropping when it comes to the Tailgate Experience. That's going to be coming real soon. So shout out to everybody who's out there. Do us the illustrious favor. Subscribe to the channels, man. Another day at the office.